guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is well on this lovely Friday morning, afternoon or evening where you are in the world. And today I'm going to be talking about a UK government article called Disability Unit Putting Lived Experience at the Heart of its Work. It's from the gov.uk website. I will link it down in my video description so you can read the full article for yourselves, but I thought as it's a disability related article it would suit my channel. And I want to talk about it as someone who's on the autistic spectrum and give my own personal twist as well as reading the article out to you to explain it. So here we go. Engagement with disabled people, their organisations, charities, businesses and other stakeholders is a focus of the new disability unit within the Cabinet Office. The Cabinet Office Disability Unit is working to achieve practical changes for disabled people, which removes the barriers and increases opportunity. A focus of this work is understanding the lived experiences of disabled people, together with relevant evidence and data. To do this, we are working across government with disabled people, their organisations, charities and other stakeholders to gain their valuable insight. We want to reach as many people as possible, including those who may not usually engage with the government, providing a variety of ways to engage with us according to people's preferences or accessibility requirement. The current situation with the coronavirus pandemic makes face-to-face engagement impossible at the present. We are working on plans to develop a digital engagement program so we can undertake some engagement in the meantime. We recognise that many disabled people are not able to access digital means of communications, so this is a temporary approach. We will be undertaking extensive regional and local engagement once we can meet face-to-face. Some examples of the engagement we are undertaking are currently including disabled people and organisations across England to share their views throughout the year on a wide range of issues that matter most to disabled people, a new forum between some of the leading disabled people's organisations, some of the regional stakeholder network chairs and other smaller disabled people's organisations, to provide an opportunity to meet with the Minister for Disabled People, Health and Work, and to bring voices and expertise of disabled people into the heart of the government policy making. A series of roadshows around the country to allow disabled people to talk directly to policymakers and to share their insights and lived experiences. Meetings between the 10 disability charities that make up the Disability Charities Consortium and the Minister for Disabled People, Health and Work and the disability units bring the voices and expertise of disabled people into the heart of the government policy. Digital engagement to increase our reach and connect with more individuals and smaller organisations in particular. Online surveys and video meetings will be helpful in complementing more traditional face-to-face engagement and may be more accessible for some people and will be vital in the coming weeks with the current restrictions because of the coronavirus. Technology provides opportunity but can be a barrier for some. Therefore, we are working to identify the most inclusive and accessible ways to work with stakeholders during this time in the future. If you'd like to know more, I'll attach the link down the bottom, but for me, as someone on the autistic spectrum, this is all good that they're actually making a start and trying to adjust to new government policy and include disabled people and their families and organisations. But at the same time, this just sounds like they're having to tick a box to say, you know, we are disability friendly, we are taking people with disabilities into account, we are trying to help them cope better within the coronavirus epidemic. We understand that they are the groups that will struggle a little bit and that they are the ones who are prone to mental health issues and will not always figure things out. And sometimes this can be a bad thing because this is, again, an article which is government based. It's very wordy. It's something that irritates people. And I think that's just a way that's not going to work for a lot of people. I think what they need to do is instead of doing all these video calls, which is good because they get the input that they need and the communication, but at the same time, they could do written communication. They could send letters. They could send emails to get disabled people's thoughts and values on this article. I think what they're trying to imply is good. They're trying to get more disabled people within government. They're trying to support us as well as what they can do. And as the government needs to be disability friendly, disability aware, I think health and social care is the most important part of this because we are prone to using health and social care services, especially mental health services. So I think, again, it's just something that we need to work together and enable the communication a lot more better. And I think for some people this is going to cause increased anxiety and increased mental health issues, because there's a lot of communication within this document. And the fact that they are talking about working with stakeholders, what they need to do is they need to explain who the stakeholders are, how they're going to be involved, why they're involved, and what websites they are, and to link the websites. I think also the more professionals you get, you're kind of taking away the message of the person with a disability or mental health issue. It's about what we want, what we live with. It shouldn't be about these professionals who think they know best than us. And I think the only problem is there that you're going to start crossing a boundary. You're going to be taking more of the professional side than the person with the learning disability, autism or mental health issue. And I think the more disabled people that you get to speak to now, and the more inclusion you do, and the more diverse people that you speak to, this could work better for everybody. But at the same time, I don't agree with parts of this article, because it's not about the stakeholders. It's not about the government saying, oh, look at us, we're finally doing something with disabled people. No, this should have been done a long time ago. And I'm still ashamed that the government's taken this long to actually act and do anything for us. And I think, especially when we've had the Equality Act, the Health and Social Care Act, the Autism Act of 2009, we've got the Mental Health Act, I think, which was 1985, I believe. Like, we should be doing more to support disabled people in our society. There is so many people who don't think they have a voice. There are so many people who don't do things like this, like make videos like I can, because I'm so high functioning and I'm able to get my speech out. I'm able to get out what I want to say, to get my point out. Not a lot of people can do this kind of thing. The thing is, a lot of disabled people feel forgotten. They feel isolated. They feel like the government doesn't care, because all they want to do is talk about numbers and numbers and numbers and numbers about people who have died from coronavirus. So I understand how serious that is, but at the same time, don't forget about us. Don't forget about people who have disabilities, who are struggling to understand, who are getting really anxious, having mental health issues, getting more and more isolated from their family as the restrictions come down, that we're not allowed to meet in more groups than 6 people. That's causing increased pressure, and I don't think the government realises how much you're putting damage into people with disabilities, because we need family, we need our friends, and for you to take that away from us right now, it's just silly. And I think you're causing more mental health than good. But at the same time, I like parts of this article. So I hope you agree with me with this video. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.